11 captive women bonded together by the most primal of instincts to survive. With them, a toddler kidnapped when he was just 8 months old. A cheeky smile at his captor behind the camera. These four walls, the only world the child has ever known. A CNN investigation details the horrors experienced by these women and children, members of the Kurdish ethnic minority who say they were snatched from their homes in Syria, abused, trafficked, moved from one secret jail to another. What sets this apart from other wartime abuses? CNN has found that these atrocities allegedly happened under the command of a man who's now a key leader in the new Syrian army. His name, Saif Boulad Abu Bakr, or Boulad for short. He was sanctioned by the US in 2023 for his role in the kidnapping and severe abuse of women. CNN has obtained exclusive video and eyewitness testimony piecing together what happened. Syria's new president, Ahmed al-Shara, appointed Boulad as a senior military leader in Aleppo, the very province where the women were abducted. Shara himself is a former militant who toppled the brutal rule of former dictator Bashar al-Assad. He's vowed to usher in freedom and justice and sought the acceptance of world leaders, including President Trump, who held a historic meeting with him in May. Boulad is just one of several former rebels sanctioned by the West for egregious crimes and still appointed to key positions in the new Syria, potentially jeopardizing the new government's ability to turn the page on a dark chapter in a Syria filled with hope. One former militant close to Boulad risked his life to speak to CNN, so we've masked his voice. He shares the sinister details of the kidnapping of women. We spoke to 3 of the survivors, some now living in the safety of Europe.
طول هالفترة كان كله ضرب وتعذيب وإهانة وذل. أنت ما بتحسني تفكري إنه ليش أنت هون من كتر ما بتفكري بالجوع، بقلة النظافة، بالأمن اللي عم بياكل جسمك.
Other women spoke to us from inside Syria, where they live in fear of Boulad's wrath. What was the worst part of your captivity?
مرحلة الاغتصاب، فترة الجوع، فترة التعذيب، كل شغلة إلها وجع.
Only one woman agreed to show her face. Lunjin Abdu, now 29, and a refugee in France. She's dedicated her life to speaking out about her suffering and about the agony endured by those who were with her, including 2 toddlers.
الطفلين مثلا، طفلين بحاجة للحفوضات لأنه كانوا صغار وهكذا. كانوا يقولوا لنا حفظوهم بالبطانيات تبعيتكم. الأم كانت تحفظهم بالفعل بالبطانيات، والبطانيات اللي أعطونا إياها كانت مليانة قمل، مليانة ديدان. فلما الأم تحفظهم الطفلين كتير مرضوا.
By day, Longine is a university student. By night, she runs a support network for Syrian survivors of abduction.
وقت صاحوا اسمي بالإفراش فأنا الصبايا قالوا لي لونجين ما تنسينا، فأنا ضلت هالشي بذاكرتي، وأنا أساساً كنت معاهدة حالي إن يوماً ما طلعت إنه رح أشتغل طول عمري للصبايا اللي جوا. في كتير من الصبايا اللي كانوا معي انتحروا أكثر من مرة. محاولات انتحار كانت تقريباً شبه يومية عنا بالسجن.
Longine is seen here among her fellow abductees. The conditions were extreme. There was little food, little comfort, little hope. Even though she's been free for 4 years, Longine has not fully escaped the reach of her tormentors, who harass her with twisted forget-me-nots, images sent to her from thousands of miles away, like this photo, a memento from one of her darkest hours. Her torturers had torn out her hair.
وصرت كل يوم أصفها جنب بعض وعملت منها جدولة. فهذا هذا الشعر يعني مغطس بالدم فيني أقول. فخبيته عندي وبعدين أخذوها مني.
I ask her how the image made her feel.
حسيت إنه كأنه رجعوا اعتقلوني مرة تانية، يعني كان أسبوع كله خوف، كأنه عم برجع عم بتعذب، كأني عم برجع عم بكرر الحالة مرة مرتين 3، كان بشع.
Boulad's men used evidence of their alleged crimes as propaganda. Like this video, which shows a guard posing as a Kurdish fighter sexually assaulting 2 female prisoners. The assailant exposes himself to the women, who have nowhere to hide. It was an attempt to frame Kurdish fighters, Bulad's enemies, as rapists. By matching the distinctive markings on the wall, CNN was able to verify that the sexual assault took place not in a Kurdish prison, but in Bulad's jail. For the former militant close to Bulad, the kidnapping was the final straw.
The man we just spoke to defected from Bulad's militant group after he saw the way that they were treating Longine and her fellow abductees. Now he's asking the same question that a lot of people have been posing, which is, can you birth a new and just nation with the likes of Bulad in charge?
Syrian President Shara visited Paris in May for his first official visit to a Western nation. Longine was just a few yards away, wishing she could tell him her story.
ما بعرف إحساس يعني أكيد صعب إنه هذا الشخص اليوم هو صار عم بيحكم سوريا وعم بيدير سوريا، فالمطلوب منه أشياء كثير، المطلوب منه إنه هو يكون صوتنا، هو ياخذ بحقنا، هو يعمل كل هالأشياء، بس لكن اللي عم بيصير العكس، اليوم هو اللي عم بياخذ الأشخاص اللي انتهكونا، اللي أجرموا بحقنا، عم بيحطهم بمراكز السلطة.
For Longine and her fellow survivors, the prospect of closure fades into the distance when Bulad, rather than facing justice, is part of Syria's top military brass. Tamara Qiblawi, CNN, Paris.